So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Right there, 56. In your face.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw again on second down. Mariota got a man open. It's Ross. Touchdown, Indianapolis. John Ross, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Calais Campbell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Tavon Young. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
To throw Mariota. Dancing to his left. That ball complete to Isabella. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Open man is Ross, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. Now Mariota. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check 49, check 49.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Ross on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Mariota, flush to his right. Complete to right. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Alpha.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here we go.
3.
From the gun, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. It's caught. Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. To throw is Mariota. Complete. Smith has it. The end result, 21 yards.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
Mariota now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A first update now from Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Wentz. It's caught by Garcon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Mike 51, Mike 51. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got Smith here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Check, 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 check. Check. 3.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he survived.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Irv Smith Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point try good by Gano. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
What's this on? 61, Matchbox Lights. Sunday.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. First down, Mariota. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Taylor. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Taylor to throw. This one complete to Theo Riddick. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Taylor, the completion to Riddick.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, we got 3 there. Shut up. 57. Mike. 50.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Again, it's Taylor. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught by Brown. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's go, fellas.
And there's Tyrod Taylor doing what he does best. Look, he's taken a few lumps along the way, and some people haven't believed in him, but this is where he excels, outside of the pocket, making plays.
As prolific with his legs as any quarterback in the league?
I would say yes to that.
To throw is Taylor. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw again is Taylor. Stepping up, Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Now Taylor, a final shot before break. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Check. Check 26. Check 3. Hey, I need one over here.
Mariota on first down. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
A first down throw for Mariota. Flushed out right. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
51, Mike 51.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. 3. 51 to Mike, boys. 51.
To to the air again. Mariota. This one caught by Isabella. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Well, this is... How you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Got a man open, it's Ross. A well-executed 22-yard gain. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mariota again. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
At the Texans' 1-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Shotgun now for Wentz. Complete to Watson, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Watson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen.
Now Wentz again. He hits his target, left side, Watson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz, they go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Watson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Wentz looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bradley Roby, the new Texan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Go. 180! You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He gets it to Brown, complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
First down.
Great 15. Great 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come out in the pistol. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. The quick slant caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. John Ross, 85 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 26-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Here's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Smith here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Wentz now to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, it's Wentz. This will be caught by Brown. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Wentz going to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
second and 6.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Record.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Too little, Cupcake.
Throwing here, Mariota. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Colts, they remain as hot as anyone. 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew.